from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad from the American, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Here's the handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Just keep swinging it. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Robertson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, the staff A rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Vols buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He'll do it himself. Running into the open space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Slithers into space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Staley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Finds the tight end. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Robertson. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bears! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to...
And it's on the ground. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets away from one, he's got space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown ball.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Oh, better look out! And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Lots of running room. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paulie. But I'm
turning it on. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Cameron. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Prentice. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And, yes, football is a game of inches, but, man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on defense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cameron. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Robertson. They're working that left side. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Fires deep on the run. Pulls it in on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. He's now up to 71 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. To the air on 2nd down. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They rode their running back, but he could not make it it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not-made receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Bears send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop blowing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Complete downfield. And he's brought down. .40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Great timing on the slant. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's now up to 75 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. There'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. White going to attack through the air. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown ball. And the route is on. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Conridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. White wants to throw it. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."